Welcome back to the channel, where tonight we carry a heavy heart with news that shakes the WWE Universe to its core. Breaking news. Liv Morgan, one of wrestling's brightest stars, has revealed her battle with breast cancer, a diagnosis that has left fans, friends, and fellow superstars reeling. This isn't just a headline, it's a raw, human story of courage, fear, and the fight for life that demands we stop, listen, and feel the weight of her journey. The announcement came like a thunderbolt on a quiet Tuesday morning. Liv Morgan, the former Women's World Champion, hadn't been seen on WWE television for weeks, sparking rumors of injury or burnout. But in a raw, unfiltered Instagram video, Liv bared her soul. Her voice trembled as she spoke, her eyes glistening with tears. She described finding a lump, the doctor's call, and the moment her world stopped. The WWE Universe froze with her, the silence after her words louder than any arena chant. Liv's diagnosis wasn't just a medical report, it was a betrayal of her own body. At the peak of her career, after clawing her way from NXT to main event glory, this was a twist no one saw coming. She spoke of fear, of anger, but also of resolve. The woman who'd fought through every obstacle in the ring now faced a fight no championship could prepare her for. Fans flooded X with #LiveStrong, their message is a lifeline of love across the digital void. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Backstage, the locker room was a sea of grief. Superstars like Rhea Ripley, who'd shared years of rivalry and respect with Liv, were visibly shaken. Rhea, known for her tough exterior, was seen wiping tears in a quiet corner of the arena. Their feud had been fierce, but their bond was real, forged in NXT locker rooms and late-night road trips. Rhea's voice cracked as she told a reporter, "She's family. This isn't supposed to happen." The health crisis sent shockwaves through WWE's creative plans. Liv was set to face Nikki Bella at Evolution, a match meant to cement her as a cornerstone of the women's division. Those plans crumbled overnight, replaced by uncertainty and worry. Writers scrambled to rewrite storylines, but the real story was unfolding in hospital rooms, where Liv began treatment, her signature blonde hair tucked under a cap, her smile defiant but fragile. Scandal whispered in the shadows, as it always does in wrestling. Some questioned why Liv hadn't shared sooner, speculating about WWE's handling of the news. A few bitter voices on X suggested it was a publicity stunt, a cruel rumor quickly drowned out by the overwhelming support. WWE issued a statement, pledging full support for Liv's treatment, but behind closed doors, executives grappled with the optics of a star's absence in a business that never stops. Liv's family, far from the spotlight, felt the weight of her diagnosis most acutely. Her mother, a constant at ringside during Liv's early days, was now her fiercest advocate, navigating hospital visits and treatment plans. Liv's brothers, who'd wrestled with her in their New Jersey backyard, were gutted, their childhood dreams of her WWE glory now overshadowed by fear of losing her. They rallied around her, their bond unbreakable despite the strain. The locker room dynamics shifted in Liv's absence. The Judgment Day, Liv's on-screen faction, felt her loss like a missing limb. Dominic Mysterio, her storyline partner, spoke openly about her impact, his usual bravado replaced by quiet sincerity. Roxanne Perez stepped into Liv's role, but the transition was uneasy. Some wrestlers whispered about jealousy, about Roxanne's quick rise, but most saw her as a placeholder, holding the fort until Liv could return. Grief wasn't just personal, it was communal. Fans shared stories of their own battles with cancer, their posts on X a tapestry of pain and hope. One fan wrote, "Liv's video made me cry. My mom fought breast cancer last year. She's my hero, and now Liv is too." The WWE Universe, often divided by rivalries, united in support, their chants of "Live Strong" echoing in arenas she couldn't attend. The specter of death loomed, uninvited but undeniable. Liv's diagnosis, caught early, carried a high survival rate, but the word cancer stirred memories of wrestling's losses, Eddie Guerrero, Dusty Rhodes, so many gone too soon. Superstars like Becky Lynch, who'd faced their own health scares, reached out privately, their messages a reminder that wrestling's family endures beyond the ring. Liv's journey was only beginning, but her strength was already legendary. In her video, she spoke of fighting for her fans, for her family, for herself. She laughed through tears, recalling how she'd once wrestled with a broken nose, refusing to quit. That same grit now fueled her treatment, each session a match she refused to lose. Her doctors, moved by her spirit, called her a warrior, a title she'd earned long before this fight. Backstage, the mood was a mix of hope and heartache. Wrestlers wore pink wristbands in Liv's honor, a quiet tribute during matches. Charlotte Flair, no stranger to personal loss, dedicated a victory to Liv, her post-match promo raw with emotion. "This isn't about titles," Charlotte said, her voice breaking. "This is about fighting for the people we love." The crowd roared, their cheers a prayer for Liv's recovery. The scandal of Liv's absence grew louder as weeks passed. Some fans, desperate for updates, spread unverified rumors about her condition. WWE urged patience, but the silence fueled speculation. A leaked report suggested Liv's treatment was progressing well, but the uncertainty gnawed at those who loved her. The wrestling world, built on drama, struggled to process a story too real, too human. Liv's family breakdowns weren't just physical, they were emotional. Her mother confided in a close friend that watching Liv endure treatment was like losing her all over again. The nights spent at the hospital, the quiet moments holding Liv's hand, were a stark contrast to the roar of the crowd she was used to. Yet, Liv's humor shone through, her Instagram stories filled with light-hearted quips about hospital food and bad wigs. The locker room rallied, but not without tension. Some younger wrestlers, eager for their shot, saw Liv's absence as an opportunity, a sentiment that sparked quiet resentment among her allies. Rhea Ripley, fiercely protective, shut down any talk of replacing Liv in the Judgment Day. "She's coming back," Rhea snapped at a production meeting, her loyalty unwavering despite their scripted rivalry. Liv's fans became her army, their support a constant hum on social media. They sent letters, bracelets, and artwork, each piece a reminder that she wasn't alone. One fan, a cancer survivor, mailed Liv a handwritten note, "You got me through my chemo. Now I'm here for you." Liv read it during a tough treatment day, her tears mixing with a smile that refused to fade. The health crisis forced WWE to confront its own mortality. Superstars began sharing their own stories, checkups ignored, lumps dismissed, fears buried under the grind of the road. Liv's openness sparked a movement, with wrestlers like Naomi urging fans to get screened. Backstage, wellness checks became mandatory, a quiet nod to the toll the business takes on its warriors. Liv's battle was a scandal in its own right, not for controversy, but for its raw honesty. She didn't sugarcoat her fear, her pain, or her hope. In a world of kayfabe, her vulnerability was revolutionary, stripping away the character to reveal Gianna Daddio, the woman behind the gear. Fans connected with her not as a superstar, but as a sister, a daughter, a friend. The grief of her diagnosis lingered, but so did hope. Liv's treatment plan was aggressive, her doctors optimistic. She shared updates when she could, her voice steadying with each post. "I'm still here, still fighting," she said in one clip, her smile a beacon in the dark. The WWE Universe clung to those words, their faith in her unshakable. Backstage dynamics evolved as Liv's absence stretched on. The Judgment Day, once a dominant force, struggled to maintain its edge. Finn Balor, speaking on Raw, hinted at Liv's return, his words a mix of kayfabe and truth. "She's rehabbing, getting stronger every day." But the timeline was uncertain, and the group's chemistry faltered without her fire. Roxanne Perez tried to fill the void, but the shadow of Liv loomed large. Liv's family found solace in small moments. Her brothers organized a watch party for her old matches, laughing through tears as they relived her Money in the Bank win. Her mother, exhausted but resolute, kept a journal of Liv's progress, each entry a step toward recovery. These private victories, away from the cameras, were as powerful as any title reign. The wrestling world, often criticized for its heartlessness, showed its soul. Superstars from rival promotions sent messages of support, proving that some bonds transcend company lines. Triple H, now a backstage leader, visited Liv during a hospital stay, his presence a reminder of the family she'd found in WWE. "You're tougher than anyone I know," he told her, his voice thick with emotion. As Liv's battle continued, the WWE Universe held its breath. Her story wasn't just about cancer, it was about resilience, about fighting when the odds seemed impossible. She became a symbol of hope, her journey a mirror for anyone facing their own darkness. Fans wore #LiveStrong shirts to shows, their cheers a promise to stand with her, no matter how long the fight. This isn't just a wrestling story, it's a human one, woven with love, loss, and unyielding loyalty. Liv Morgan's battle reminds us that behind every superstar is a person, fragile yet fierce, facing battles we can't always see. Her legacy, already bright, now shines with a deeper truth, that strength isn't just in the ring, but in the heart that keeps beating. Stay strong, Liv, and know that we're with you, every step of the way, until you step back into that ring, where your family, blood and chosen, waits to cheer you home.